Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. In his career against Porcello, he's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. He also has 1 home run. Behind 0-2 now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Line drive to center field. Bradley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the. So striding forward now, Xander Bogaerts. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Springer has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer coming on. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding into the box, Eduardo Nunez will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Springer moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Carlos Correa. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Carlos Correa.
Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seats. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Betts looking up. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run.
Third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Striding in for Houston, George Springer. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Here's the 0-1. And now the runner's trying for third. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate, and it's a 4-1 game. Evan Gattis now standing in. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Taking off is Springer. In there, now the throw. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a base hit. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will come across to score on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 6-1 ball game. Now here's the pitch.
Gonzalez.
This is on the ground over to first. Moreland is there. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire. Leading off the inning, Sandy Leon. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Popped him up. And he will make the catch here right in front of the screen, and that's your first out. Here's Jackie Bradley now. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 1 for 5. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Bradley is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard. The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Hit out towards second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter. Runner goes. Pitch inside. The throw. Betts stands at second with 2 gone. 2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Digging in, Martin Maldonado. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First pitch on its way. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley to the track. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. He hit the corner and tries for third. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Digging in to try it again, Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Correa. First pitch of the at-bat. A bouncer up the middle. Up with it is Kinsler. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. Here's J.D. Martinez.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2, What a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. 3 balls and a strike to count to Moreland.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Springer has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Called strike 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Gurriel is there, and the inning is over. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Altuve. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
The last at-bat, Manny D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Now in the box, Alex Bregman. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley at the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. Bregman takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Here's George Springer. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Moreland moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Kinsler flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he'll step off and try and reset. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper. Kinsler stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 17th round pick back in the 2003 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Next up for the Red Sox, Eduardo Nunez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he lays off there 1-0. 2-0 to Eduardo Nunez.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Sandy Leon. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. Evan Gattis now Welcome. Standing in, Daniel Murphy. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. That misses. 2-0.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the first pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Zobrist is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
And a fastball just a bit high. It's 1-2.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning.
Threw it right past him. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4. that again.
Third baseman, Allen.
Has a look, now the pitch. Runners on the move for second. No balls and 1 strike. Altuve on at first, nobody out. On the move again from first. A pitch out. The throw. Throw won't get him. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him 4.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Digging in, George Springer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Drilled to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knock things up at 1 apiece. Next will be the designated hitter, Evan Gattis. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, previously against Cole Hamels, he's 0 for 5. High pop-up. Baez is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him here. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. The 1-0. Turned on down the line. And this is past him at third down the line. It's a fair ball. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but a little unlucky there as it's hit. Coming to the plate now, David Bodie. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you've got to be ready for the heater.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Digging in now, Wilson Contreras. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box now, Daniel Murphy looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And that's in there for a strike. Two out, nobody on. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's gone 3 for 6.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down and enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Lifted down the line in left. Bodie in foul ground. And they can't run it down.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Jose Altuve. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Happ. And that ends the inning. So stepping in, Jason Hayward, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
And the reason he's working away so much here.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. The 1-2. Baez breaks from first. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Schwarber, a 25-year-old, he's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Outside, 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Baez on second. Rizzo at first. 1 gone. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for it.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 3-2 contest. And he'll be tagged out as he got caught between third and home. He pulls into third safely as we're now tied after a pair of runs score on the play. He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Men on third with 2 down. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and that'll do it as they man. Ready now, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. Now here it comes. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside, like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, George Springer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. A bouncer to the left side. Baez has it. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first two in the inning. Evan Gattis now standing in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1-1 is laid off for ball two.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Smoke toward the hole. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Into the box now, David Bodie, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Third baseman.
Fastball in there for a called strike. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. Called strike two with the letters. 0-2 now. Splitter misses, and it's 1-2 now. 1-2, here it comes. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. And now time granted here as he'll step out to rethink things down 0-2. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Now here's the pitch.
Daniel Murphy.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. 3 runs, just 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. High pop-up. Gurriel over to his left. And that ends the inning. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Marwin Gonzalez. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
2-1 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
3-0 to him now. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Step on the bag for one. Relay to first in time and just striding in, Jason Hayward. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Standing in, Javier Baez. First pitch coming, here it is. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. In there at the letters 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Correa has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is digging in, Josh Reddick. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Right fielder.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time for the first down. Here's Carlos Correa now. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Squared that one up just a little late.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Half falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Steve Cishek, the right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here. Cishek pauses. Here he comes 0-1. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. And a slider swung on and missed in the... In now, Kyle Schwarber. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
1-1 to Schwarber. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Kyle Schwarber goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Ripped on the ground to first. The tag, and he is out. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And that misses, ball 1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Popped him up. Maldonado waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Here's George Springer. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. From the stretch. A ball and no strikes.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Evan Gattis. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Pedro Strop is going to get the call, and something of a surprising move here is they're bringing in their closer in the 6th inning. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Springer leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. And now the tag is applied over at third, and this will go in the books as a caught stealing with his jumpiness at second, costing him there. 2 away. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit hard on the ground to third. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Ready once again, Yuli Gurriel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Drilled down the line. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Strop is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple. Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Tony Kemp will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 18, Tony Kemp.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. hit hard on the ground is short. On to first, and the Astros can't. Digging in once again, David Bodie. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Joe Smith is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Joe Smith.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Altuve calls for it. 1 away. Ready for another chance. Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if they'll chase after it.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Daniel Murphy now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And a ball 1-0. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. So digging in now, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1 the count. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And he's safe. The 1-2. Fouled away. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside. Into the box, Martin Maldonado. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopper to short. Baez scoops it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Stepping in is Josh Reddick.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Here comes the first pitch. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off for ball 1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Very weakly on the ground. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one just missed outside.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Now a bluff here as he steps off to looking back at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. He's set and the pitch. In the dirt. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the 2nd out. Big mistake there. Now he'll step off and rethink this. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Now at the plate, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Javier Baez.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that sinking fastball didn't sink. It stayed high. Didn't get on top of the sinker at all, if that's what it was trying to be. It stayed high. Hector Rondon is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 30.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. The 3-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
There's one well above the zone for a ball.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
Ball 2.
Count 2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good change. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jose Altuve. No hits to this point.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Short, hit hard, and that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Runner goes for second. Right side, hit hard. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Here's George Springer. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. Tyler White come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 13,
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Carl Edwards Jr. is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Might be a little worried about a squeeze play. Corner infielders get the signal here to move in with less than 2 out. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Happ going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 4-3 game. Coming to the plate now, Yuli Gurriel. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And they almost get him at third, but he's just able to get back in safely. Taking off is Springer. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-2. And the runner's coming home. Pitches a ball.
Thought better of it, but now he's tagged out trying to get back to third.
Springer, the runner at first with 2 gone. And fastball called strike. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing 1 to tie. Roberto Ozuna comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs, a ball and a strike. Ozuna stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. This is his first year at the big league level.
Count was 2-1.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there.
This at-bat's going to...
Oh, and it throws him, and they got him. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. First pitch on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Victor Caratini will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Pulled toward right center field. Reddick is there. He's our top.
Comforting to have a guy like this you can call on to shut the door for you. He went out there and put the hammer down, and sometimes